First main, fill in the blanks. First question, the Constitution of India begins with a dash. The answer is preamble. 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 Second, the Constitution came into force on January 26, 1950. The answer is January 26, 1950. Third, all Indian citizens above the age of dash have a right to vote. All Indian citizens above the age of 18 have a right to vote. Next, the first president of India was dash. The answer is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Next, children are expected to get education till the age of dash. The answer is 14. Employing dash in certain industries such as mining has been banned. The answer is children. Employing children in certain industries such as mining has been banned. We'll now move on to the second main. Let's begin with the second main. Answer the following. First question, what is secularism? The answer is secularism means the government is expected to make no discrimination based on the religion and are expected to treat all religions equally. Every citizen is at freedom to practice religion of his choice. Second question, what is a republic? The Constitution of India has declared as a republic. There is a rule of the elected representatives here, hence known as a democratic republic. Third question, how many members are there in the Constituent Assembly? When was the first session held? Answer, there were 299 members in the Constituent Assembly and the first session was held on 9th December 1946. Fourth question, what is the objective of the right against exploitation? The objective of this right is to prevent exploitation of the poor, women, children, and the weaker sections of the society. Children are expected to get education till the age of 14 years. List the 6 fundamental rights provided by the Constitution of India. Answer, the 6 fundamental rights are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right of religion, cultural and educational right, and the last one is right to constitutional remedies. So with that, we complete answering the assignment questions. Let's start today's chapter. When we learnt about North America itself, we learnt about the continents, correct? There are 7 continents: North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. These are the 7 continents. we also learnt that North America has a land link with South America. They are two large land masses, and this link is called the Isthmus of Panama. I hope you remember this. If you all remember, in the introductory portion of North America, we have learnt in detail about the latitudes, longitudes, the imaginary lines like the Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn. We also learnt about the prime meridian. Correct? So I am sure you're all very much aware about it. If in case you have any doubts, you can always refer the previous videos. So keeping that in mind, we will be starting today's chapter. So since we have already learnt about all this in detail, we will directly get into the chapter. So today we will learn about South America, the land of Andes. In this chapter, we will be learning about the location, extent, physical settings, physical features, and the climate of South America. Now let us arrange the continents in accordance to their size. So the first continent is Asia, second is Africa, third is North America, fourth is South America, fifth is Antarctica, sixth is Europe, seventh is Australia. So these are the 7 continents, and South America is the 4th largest continent in size and the 5th largest continent in population. Please remember this. We will now learn about the discovery of South America. South America is a part of Latin America. What is Latin America? It consists of the entire continent of South America, in addition to Mexico, Central America, and the islands of the Caribbean. You can see this on the map to your right. So Latin America consists of the entire continent of South America. In addition to that, it also has Mexico, Central America, and the islands of the Caribbean. So when Christopher Columbus reached the continent, which continent? South America, around 1498 AD, 1498. He mistook it to be India, and he called brown colored natives as the Red Indians. So that had given the name as West Indies. Soon the Europeans inhabited the continent. South America is called the continent of superlatives. South America is called so because of the Amazon rainforest, which is the world's largest. It also has the Andes mountain range, which is the world's longest, the Atacama Desert, which is the world's driest desert, the Angel Falls, which is the world's tallest waterfall, and the mineral resources that are available there. And so, South America is called the land of extremes or the land of superlatives. Now, let us learn about the location and extent of South America. When we take the location, this continent lies mainly in the southern hemisphere and a small portion is found in the northern hemisphere. We learnt about this in the previous slides, right? The equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass through this continent. This continent resembles an inverted triangle in shape. You can see that. It is broader in the north and tapers towards the south. The longitudinal and the latitudinal extent is 12 degree north to 56 degrees south latitudes and 35 degree west to 81 degree west longitudes. I repeat, the extent is 12 degree north to 56 degrees south latitudes and 35 degree west to 81 degree west longitudes. If you have an atlas, this can help you locate the longitudes and the latitudes on the map. The continent of South America is located in the Western Hemisphere. So the important points that you will remember in this slide is that this continent is mainly in the Southern Hemisphere and just a small portion is found in the Northern Hemisphere. The equator and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through this continent. Third point is, this continent resembles an inverted triangle in shape. Next, you will remember the latitudes and the longitudes. Then, the continent of South America is located in the Western Hemisphere. I hope it's clear. We will now learn about the physical settings of South America. This continent is surrounded by water bodies on all sides except the north. The Isthmus of Panama is a land link between South America and North America. It is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean and on the north and the east by the Atlantic Ocean. So to the west it is Pacific Ocean and on the north and the east it is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. North America and the Caribbean Sea lie to the northwest. Okay? Now let us take the extent of South America. The land area of South America is about 178.6 lakh square kilometer and it is 3.5 times bigger than India. There are 13 countries in this continent. Brazil is the largest and French Guiana is the smallest country. All the countries of South America have coastal line except Bolivia and Paraguay. Paraguay. As they are the landlocked countries. Chile is a linear country. If you see the map to your right, you can see that Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, they're all towards the coastal line. But then only Paraguay and Bolivia are landlocked. So the other lands surround them. They are in between. They are not towards the coastal line. So that is why they are called the landlocked countries. And you can see that Chile, Chile, is a linear country. Linear is nothing but narrow in shape. Okay, so it's straight. It's towards the side. You can see that on the map. It's marked in yellow and it looks like a straight line. It is narrow. That is Chile. Let us learn about the physical features of South America. South America has the mountains with snow-covered peaks and dense equatorial forests. The continent has rich fertile plain lands as well as dry deserts. The major physical divisions of South America are the Andes Mountains, second, the Eastern Highlands, third, the Central Lowlands, fourth, the Western Coastal Plains, or you can simply keep it as the West Coastal Plains. Okay, so these are the four major physical divisions of South America. Let us repeat. First, the Andes Mountains. Second, the Eastern Highlands. Third, the Central Lowlands. Fourth, the Western Coastal Plains. Let us start with the first physical division, the Andes Mountains. This is the longest mountain range in the world, running to a distance of 6,440 kilometers along the Pacific coast. Many earthquakes and volcanoes are found in the belt due to its presence in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Mount Aconcagua, A-C-O-N, Acon, C-A-G-U-A, Cagua, Mount Aconcagua, which is 6,960 meters in height, which is present in the Argentina-Chile border, is the highest peak in the mountain range. Other peaks are Cotopaxi, Chimborazo in Ecuador, and the Andes are rich in minerals like copper and tin. So the important points under the Andes are: this is the longest mountain range in the world. Second point, Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak in the mountain range. So these two are the most important points that you will remember under this. Okay. The second physical division is the Eastern Highlands. This region comprises of two distinct highlands. The first one is the Guyana Highlands in the north, and the second is the Brazilian Highlands in the south. These are made of old rocks like the Deccan Plateau of India. River Churn, a tributary of the Orinoco, has formed the world's highest waterfall, the Angel Falls, in the Guiana Shield. You can see this on the map. Let us quickly summarize what we learned in today's class. Important points to remember. South America is a part of Latin America. When Christopher Columbus reached the continent around 1498 AD, he mistook it to be India and called brown-colored natives as the Red Indians. South America is called the continent of superlatives with the Andes and the Amazon. We will now look into the location of South America. This continent lies mainly in the southern hemisphere. A small portion is found in the northern hemisphere. The continent of South America is in the western hemisphere. The equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass through this continent. This continent looks like an inverted triangle in shape, broader in the north and tapers towards the south. Next, extent of South America. Its latitudinal and longitudinal extent is 12 degrees north to 56 degrees south latitude and 35 degrees west to 81 degrees west longitudes. Physical setting. The continent is surrounded by water bodies on all sides except in the north. The Isthmus of Panama connects South America and North America. The Caribbean Sea borders the north. The Atlantic Ocean lies in the east and the northeast, and the Pacific Ocean in the west and south is bordered by the icy waters of Antarctica. Extent. There are 13 countries in this continent. The largest is Brazil and the smallest is French Guiana, and Chile is a linear country. All the countries of South America have coastal line except Bolivia and Paraguay. They are the landlocked countries. The Andes Mountain. This is the longest mountain range in the world, running to about 6,440 kilometers along the Pacific coast. Mount Aconcagua, which is 6,960 meters in Argentina-Chile border, is the highest peak in the mountain range. Andes has rich minerals like copper and tin. Next is the Eastern Highlands. This region comprises of two distinct highlands, the Guiana Highlands in the north and the Brazilian Highlands in the south. These are made of old rocks like the Deccan Plateau of India. River Churn, which is a tributary of River Orinoco, has formed the world's highest waterfall, Angel Falls, in Guyana Shield? Let us now begin with the assignment. Fill in the blanks. The Eastern Highlands comprises of dash and dash. All countries of South America have coastal line except dash and dash. So here you're going to mention the landlocked countries in South America. Third, the largest country of South America is dash. Fourth, the land link between South America and North America is dash. Fifth question, Andes has rich minerals like dash and dash. Next, the smallest country of South America is dash. And the last one, the highest peak in the Argentina-Chile border is dash. Second meme, answer the following. List the major physical divisions of South America. Second, name the world's highest waterfall. Third, name the longest mountain chain in the world along the Pacific coast. And the last one, why are the natives of South American continent called Red Indians? Children, you can see this is a map work that is on the screen. I am sure you're all aware of how to do this, as we have already done it for North America chapter. So I have marked the numbers on the map. You're going to write the appropriate answer in the table. Of course, you cannot do it on the screen, but draw this table in your homework notebook and write the correct answer. You can see I have written number 2 on the map over there. It's not a highland. You're going to mention the country. Again, number 6, I have given only one mountain that is marked there. So you're going to mention that mountain and not the entire range. Fine. And for number 1, I have marked a portion there. I have surrounded that in red. I hope you can see it. So do the map correctly, children. We will discuss the answers for this in the next session. So with that, we complete today's class. We will continue the rest of the chapter in the next session. I request you all to kindly complete the assignment, and we will check the answers for these questions in the next class.